What are the best things about being in SALC? I would say it's the sense of community and the exciting range of subjects which you can dip in and out of. Poetry, languages, ancient history and archaeology. It's all around you, and it'll make you a well-rounded expert in the humanities. There's always something exciting going on.
As a SALC student, you're part of a diverse, multilingual group of students studying cultures from all over the world.
Well, I think that's quite simple. It's just full of amazing people with the most amazing knowledge. Now, some students, you're in a department and there's so many courses in your subject, there's not enough courses for you to even satisfy your interest in your subject, never mind think about doing courses outside of your subject. But others of you may well be interested in exploring off-piste a little bit, and I think there are some really inspiring possibilities there for building a really distinctive degree.
The best thing about being in the School of Arts, Languages and Cultures is the fact that we have so many members of staff and students from around the world. I love the fact that we can speak to people about their different experiences and cultures about the same topics on so many different levels and gain so many different case studies.
What's the most important thing about the changes from school to university? In one sense, you're on your own. You're an independent learner now. You're responsible for your own programme of dipping into the teaching resources and lectures we provide you. But this is your responsibility, and it's a big one. But that's the exciting thing too. This is where you become you, what you've always wanted to become. And because of the way in which we'll be teaching this year, that means that with all the online things offered to you, you can dip in and out of a much bigger range, a bigger feast than you might once have been offered. Take advantage of it. And in doing so, you might find unexpected connections, relationships, and synergies. So the other big thing about coming to university and the difference with school is you are part of a very diverse but like-minded community. And as one of us, we're going to make sure you have the richest and most rewarding opportunities we can offer here at the University of Manchester.
The main change from school to university is organising your own time, managing your workload, and working out a routine that works for you.
Well, this is something that maybe could apply to some of our politicians at the moment as well. That is, be open and also be honest with yourself about what you don't know.
The most important thing to think about when making the change from school to university is that university is about being independent and learning to become an independent scholar, and also getting the opportunity to select modules that really appeal to you and that are really interesting to you so that you can make the degree what you want. And I think that also applies to people who are coming from careers back to university. Try and make this degree relevant to what you want to do in your future.
My top tip for year one: read. Read, watch, learn, listen. There is so much out there for you, and it may seem like sometimes nothing is happening and the world is stood still, but it's all at your fingertips, and we are just an email away. So it's up to us to make those connections in difficult times, to find that community, and to make sure that your first year really makes you feel part of the University of Manchester.
Enjoy learning new things and acquiring new skills, like critical thinking and logical, clear writing. These things will help you throughout your studies.
That's the same. My answer is the same as for question 2. So that is, be open and be honest with yourself about what you don't know.
My top tip for making the most of your year at the University of Manchester is to go to as many of your different modules as possible in the first few weeks to see what's available to help you make a decision about the courses that you want to do. but also to try and attend as many extracurricular activities as possible. Go to the music society, go to the sports clubs, and just try out the diverse student union offerings that we have here at Manchester.
The top extracurricular activities and opportunities at Manchester. For me, this has to be our big cultural assets, our Manchester Museum and our Whitworth Art Gallery, and the park that lies behind it. On your doorstep are fabulous collections and great minds who take care of them in the curators and the gallery assistants. It's been difficult to access those collections, I know, and there are going to still be some restrictions upon them. But over the course of your degree, you'll be offered the chance to see, handle, visit many of the great icons of art and archaeology and anthropology. They're waiting for you, and they're part of your university, and we'll be using them in our teaching to help you understand your subject better. And walk and look up. Manchester is a big urban city, and sometimes the most exciting things actually are on the skyline, in the pediments of a building, in an inscription above a door entrance, or out in the Peak District, sites waiting to be discovered and made your own, made into memories for you of your time here in the north. So walk, read, talk, and help us make this the most memorable year of your life.
Get involved with student societies and develop your interests outside of academic work. Have a good work-life balance.
Well, of course, it's hardly the easiest time to answer a question about extracurricular activities because so much is underground at the moment, so much is dormant, and of course we all hope that life can get back to normal or something approaching normal soon, because you'll find that the university and the city are absolutely teeming with life of every variety, and it's an incredibly inspiring place to be. In the meantime, I could recommend that you check out the music department's online concert series. I can also recommend that you check out the University of Manchester Music Society's online concert presence.
Although I'm a lecturer in humanitarian studies, I'm also a musician, and so I love the fact that the Martin Harris Centre offers lunchtime concerts that we can just go and have a few minutes to relax and just turn our brains off from thinking about our actual academic work and just enjoying music.